Greetings, everyone. Listen, some Jamaican people are real puppy show, okay? Never see, come see can be a very dangerous lady. Now, when it comes to building together as a community, the people have it so warped. You know, it's nice to see when people come together collectively and they share their insights privately. But what I'm noticing with the Jamaican people, they don't have no sense. Some of them are online giving illegal advice about immigration. It doesn't make any sense to me. Now, when we're supposed to get together and build together, we don't. And it would appear when people are on social media telling people how to break the system, how to run through the border. Like recently, I see, and I haven't heard it out of their mouth, but because of the conversation that I've read in some of these posts, it would appear that they're talking about running through border, or I don't know if they did that or the people are assuming that's what they do. But I'm saying these people feel like TikTok or any of these social media platform or their private bedroom where they're having a conversation. It seems like they don't understand that these things are traps. It's an opportunity to show what people are doing, what they're thinking, where they're going, what they're eating. It's an expose. Now, it's nice that people want to share, you know, their story of getting out of hard circumstances. We know Jamaica is a place that doesn't promote prosperity for the average Jamaican citizen. We know it's a old boys club, and it's one of those things that focus on nepotism. You know, people go into politics and it becomes a generational thing where the father and the mother and the husband and the wife and the children have monopoly on government. That's how it is in Jamaica now. So we get it, right? Them guys build together. But the average Jamaican who is suffering and struggling is looking for an opportunity, and rightfully so. But these people are idiots. When they actually find out a little loophole, they come on social media and they're loud it up, and I'm thinking, now let's use King and Shay as an example. Yes, I'm calling you guys names because you're public figures, and I'm using an example because that's the story right now. And you guys have found a way out, and I'm so happy for you guys. I'm very happy for the opportunity you're getting to grow with your family. When I listen to your story, King and Shay, especially when I listen to you, Shay, you know, talk about where you're coming from. I'm saying, who better to have these great opportunities? But be mindful until you're 100% sorted out. Be mindful. Even if you're not the one telling people to do illegal things, you need to separate yourself from it if you want to stay in the United States of America. The people are dumber than dumb. And I'm not saying you, King and Shay, is dumb. I'm just saying the people who feel that they're doing service, they're actually doing this service. I think they're deliberately saying these illegal things online to people and leading people astray. People are losing their lives trying to go through what is referred to as a border. And can someone with any sense stay on social media and explain how much money they pay and how they're brought through whichever border? That is insane. That's publicly promoting illegal activities. And we all know, you know, when it comes to Jamaica, there's a lot of linkage. And you know, people are going to use these opportunities, and I'm not going to judge anybody for doing that. But shut your mouth. You chat too much. So when you chat so much and you run off your mouth and you tell people all these things, what you're actually doing is essentially closing those doors for other people. Why Jamaicans have to be this way? They don't know how to censor the thing. Now, I remember some years ago, someone gave me a number and said that I could call because she had some promotion that was going on and they could call to Jamaica. And I remember being so afraid. I'm like, are you sure this is legitimate? And she says, yes, it is. And I made a phone call and she called me back and she said, did it work? I said, yeah, it did work. And she says, yeah, you can use it anytime you want, but you can only use it this time, that time, whatever. And something about it seemed really fishy. I never used it again. But here's the thing. When I spoke to her again, she said that it was shut down. And of course, it was some linkage, linky, as they call it. And I, for one, I'm not as lucky as some people, so I'm afraid of the linkage. But for those who can do it and get away with it, you know, big up yourself. But if you're going to get an opportunity, something that would have otherwise not been available to you, why would you come out on social media and run off your mouth? They're not thinking. So this is why a lot of persons, they get opportunities. They tend to do well for a little while and then they flop themselves. It's not everything you should chat, especially when it comes to legalities and red tapes. And if there's a way around it, oh, why would you advertise that publicly? It makes no sense. So every time doors are open to our people, they get shut. Because the moment you start to blab, the door just gets closed. I'm happy for all the persons who find avenues to go out of their current hardship. But be sensible, man. Be sensible. If you're going to share something publicly, you're going to share loopholes that are legal publicly. Nothing is wrong with that. And even that, you have to kind of, you know. Another thing I want to say, there are a lot of persons in Jamaica, when their family is sponsoring them, no matter how much you tell them to shut up and just go through your process, and when you leave, people will know, shut up. Number one, when someone is sponsoring you and you keep your mouth shut, and you get to see how people really feel about the whole thing. Because, you know, my partner was there for 5 years after I left. And boy, did the people ever say things when they didn't know what was going on. And they chat him. Yeah, they say all kind of shit about me. Because they didn't know our business. Sometimes you have to learn to shut up. This is why people lose their life. They run off their mouth and tell people, I'm leaving. They don't get to leave. Because not everybody's going to allow you to leave them in that mess. Not everyone who's going to hug you and say, I'm so happy for you. Sometimes they're going to make sure that you don't get to the next destination without them. So I'm glad more opportunities are showing up for the people. But as soon as they open, they will close because we'll not chat too much.